And Steve, lots.
And when you start the series on the road, obviously no worse than a split is what you're really. They come home, they've taken back home field advantage, and they can feed in this series.
The build up to this one is just about over. It's time for all the drama of World Series baseball on the show. And we'll have the crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
A chance now to look at the batting order for the visiting Rangers.
What's this lineup got to do tonight to get a W on the road, Steve?
Starling Marte will stand in now for the first time, coming off, well, nothing short of a dynamic performance last time out.
Well, it makes you wonder how they're going to attack him here in this game. I would bet that they're a lot more cautious with him.
And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike one.
Here we go now. Let's go.
And he takes this one high, 1-1. On a hole now as he swings and misses at a pitch in the dirt, and it's 1-2 now.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
And if there's one thing base stealers don't like, it's when you throw at their legs. Now that's their meal ticket you're messing with.
Outside and a full count, 3-2. And that misses ball four. So that's just what you hope for here in the first. Base runners as you try to claw back into this one. Kevin Overstreet gets his first shot here with a man on following the leadoff walk. And now a double play ball perhaps for Pedroia. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Yeah, I don't know about that. You've got a good base stealer over there at first base. Why not give this guy a shot to run before you go up there swinging at the first pitch and ground into a double play?
Andrew McCutchen will come forward now, and as you see by the numbers, he's off to a hot start here in the Fall Classic.
Yeah, you know some guys just love being on that big stage, and he's been a big part of this ball club all season long, so it's no surprise to me that he swung a hot bat when it matters the most.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Down and in as he's forced to back out of the way that time. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And that misses 2-2.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get himself back to a spot where
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Steve the Bambino makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
Well, guys, they jumped out to that big lead early on in this game, but you really can't get comfortable. You have to keep putting pressure on.
Your pitch,
Here comes the first pitch. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Yeah, and that's the swing of a guy hoping for a first pitch curveball right there. If he gets it, he hammers it. If not, he's about 3 feet too late.
Nobody better.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Gong onto the grass, one away.
Center fielder number 7.
Roger Dominguez will get his first opportunity here, and if you go by the numbers, it's been a disappointing start to this World Series for him so far.
Yeah, he really hasn't gotten on track, and I think you have to give some of that credit to good pitching, but he's really been a bit of a non-factor so far. Still time for him to turn it around, though.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
Well, let's take a look at the sequence here on Show Track. The first 3 pitches, they're all going to be down in the zone. So now you've got the guy thinking he's going to see something else around the knees. Boom. That's when they change the sight level and get that last pitch by him at the letters.
Pedro Alvarez stands in as he looks at a called strike. And he falls behind 0-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now.
GATTIS.
Hey, get ahead right here.
Evan Gattis is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Pirates. They trail here 4-0. Francisco Cervelli digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Well, you know, they've fallen behind by quite a bit in the early going here, so they need a good inning here to get them back in the game.
First pitch is a slow knuckleball in there, 0-1. Turned on down the line. But this will get foul for strike 2.
Plays it 1 here.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out. Striding into the box, Jung-Ho Kang. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
1 out.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Chu on the run. But he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a 1-out double. The pitcher, Jim McMahon, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Hit out towards second. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting number 6, left fielder
Starling Marte will stand in for a second time. He drew a base on balls to lead off the home first. And he'll just watch this thing to try and get an idea. It's 0-1. Hit hard towards center. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third. Kevin Overstreet steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. A runner on first with 2 away. Runner goes for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And he can't hold on to the throw as it short hops him and eats him up. Here it comes, 0-2. Now a ball hit sharply toward third. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. The run scores from second. It's now a 4-2 game. And he will pull into second with an RBI double. He's set. Here it comes. Andrew McCutchen is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Hit to short. Segura has it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Steve the Bambino stands in as the batter now, and with the runner already in scoring position and one away, he likely won't be bunting here. Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul. We're in the fourth inning of a 4-2 ball game. This one's flared out toward left. Marte over to his right, and he makes the catch for the second out. But he gets back in time, safe at second base. Roger Dominguez is set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning. First pitch of the inning misses here to the cleanup man. It's 1-0.
Hey, we got no one.
That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. Stepping in, Pedro Alvarez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. In there at the knees, strike one.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
1-2.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
Swing and a miss. Got him with the slurve there. Two gone.
And this is why, as a hitter, working the count in your favor is so important. I mean, here, this is probably a ball, but you can't risk taking this pitch on 1 and 2 and hope that you get the benefit of the umpire's call. You pretty much have to swing at it, even though you probably wouldn't have been able to do much with it in the first place.
Chu has a read on it, and that's the third out. Steve the Bambino digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the fifth.
Yeah, a couple of ducks on the pond out there looking to make that trip home. This is a big 2-out AB right here, guys.
And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate.
Just did manage to catch that one with the last 2 inches of his glove. That could have been trouble.
Towards second, and that's through, a base hit. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's a 7-2 ball game.
Helping his own cause right there, and no need to wait for the RBI guys to drive him in. He says, you know what? I can be an RBI guy too. That's a great at-bat right there, and that drives in a run.
Come on, big guy. One time. Here you go.
A swinging bunt to the mound.
All right, right here.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Leading off the inning, Francisco Cervelli, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game, so just chip away, chip away.
Around first, heading for second now.
Here we go.
And a very quick start to
Now batting.
into the box. Jung Ho Gong. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. Hit hard up the middle, and that is through into center field, a base hit. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. And he is in to score from second as the throwing mistake defensively came back to factor into that one. Neil Walker will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 18.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2.
Come on, guy.
Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
DeShields will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first. Starling Marte steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. Slurve doesn't get the call, and it's full now. 3-2.
Now you've got a run already in, another runner on first. You got to think this has to be a fastball here.
Kevin Overstreet steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And the runner scores from second as they cut away into that deficit here. It's now a 7-4 contest. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Andrew McCutchen stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Chu has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And never much of a chance to even think about scoring there. What a big second out. Roger Dominguez will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate. And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. 5 innings complete. The Rangers on top here, 7-5. Pedro Alvarez will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yeah, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
And he looks at a fork ball in there, 1-1.
Gotta like the approach right here. He's basically saying, if you're going to beat me, you're going to have to take it to left field, because I don't think he's going to give this guy anything he can pull.
Lopez has to retreat a bit, but he gets there for out number 1. Evan Gattis will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. Out in front of it, strike 1.
Hey, come on, guys.
Hey. 0-1 is a fork ball in there for a called strike. 1 out, nobody on.
One away.
And a wasted pitch there, 1-2.
Well, that's a good thing that pitch was above the strike zone, because a few inches lower, and that ball's right in his wheelhouse.
Got him swinging in the dirt. And the throw is made to record the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting,
Francisco Cervelli steps in here. He'll look to keep it going after hitting a double and scoring a run last time up.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Ripped down the first base line. That's through for a base hit, his 2nd of the ball game.
up next for the Pirates.
Into the box now, Jung Ho Gong. He singled his last time up. Couldn't quite pull that swing back. He went around for strike 1. Grounded down the third baseline. Backhanded. Throw on to second for the force. In the now in the box, Steve the Bambino. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he showed a little prowess with the bat last time, and they may have to pitch him a little bit tougher right here.
0-1. First pitch cutter that's by him for strike 1. Had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Well, give him some credit. With 2 outs, a lot of pitchers will just leave that bat on their shoulder, but he's at least taking some hacks and making the pitcher work.
To short, and he'll go the short way to retire the side.
Your attention, please.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Swing and a line drive, but foul.
Here we go right now, fellas, right now.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Slurve, and he jumps ahead here 0-2. And here's a ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now a check swing, and he went around, says the home plate umpire. Tough ruling, but it's out number 1. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Starling Marte comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
Yeah, your instincts tell you that it's going to be outside, but he has such great movement that it comes back to catch a corner.
1-2 now as that's in there at the knees. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And he punches out another one, make it 9 for the ball game. Kevin Overstreet stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning.
No, that's out.
Well, they set up away, but the fork ball stays out there for ball 1. That evens it up 1-1. Swing and a miss on the slurve that time. It's 1-2.
And it looks like he's rebounded pretty well from that rough inning a couple innings back.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning.
And fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game, and this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game.
And Matty, I think you're absolutely right.